Scarlett, thank you for helping with this. I wanted to do a video training so that you can get a better sense of what we're talking about. I have an email companion to it, and we'll go through that together. The first thing you'll see here is need to determine. We need to make sure that you have access to templates. So in order to do that, you're on your home screen, add another project or team. You'll see something here that says add or edit project templates. If you do that, you get all the project templates that we use. So for example, when we're kicking off the game plan, every morning we start with this template. What we've decided to do is create a series of monthly templates that are called the Road Map. We've changed over the years to figure out the best way to do it. So what I want you looking at here is the one that's actually called January BMT Monthly Roadmap Template. This is the one that is in process of being built. So we're going to look at this together. I'm going to talk to you about what it is, and then I'm going to share with you the expectations of what you're creating for us. Again, all of this is in here. You're going to be doing February through December. We're going to talk about what it looks like. This is going to be the naming convention that you'll name it. So if you're creating a new one, it's literally clicking on new template, but let's dip in this one first so you can see. You can always have two windows open. So if you want to keep one open so you can see the January one while you're working on other ones, that is a possibility. It does let you log into more than one at a time. I actually have the Basecamp set up as an application on the desktop, so that's what you're looking at here, but you can still do it in a browser. You would go to add or edit projects, you would start a new one, and then you would name it February, blah, blah, blah. If you're creating that calendar symbol, you're going to do that by going to show emoji and symbols, and you just type calendar. I used it, so it's there. You can just drag and drop in. If you can't figure that part out, I can show you that in person. But if you want to have this one open while you're looking and working on the new one, feel free to do that. So I'm going to review this with you first, and then we can just kick off February so you can see the start of that, and we'll go from there. So the roadmap is going to be a monthly map of everything that we do at Balance. It's a very cyclical business cycle. So over the years, we have been able to define what we want to do. The thought process is instead of being reactionary or a week out, we can get a year out and think, what do we want this week to focus on? So we can go ahead and create the images for January week 1 and be ready for it instead of creating it on the fly. So the templates that you're creating are creating the structure for Ashley and I to then go in and start to build up the role play focus for week 1, the return on investment internalization for week 1, knowing that we want the return on investment to be the anatomy of service. So the Canva project you did helps us immensely as we're doing this too. Everything is a step up into the next level. So you'll see the first week is built out the most. This is the one that I've been working on to show Ashley what I'd like done. But what you're going to end up doing is just this part of it for now. And I'm going to show you how to do that. And then we'll be going through our yearly calendar and adding all this in. So again, if you think about January next year, 2023, we're going to know that we're going to start the return on investment with anatomy of service. We're going to have it for the post for Tumblr. We've got a coverage needs. We're going to do the updates for the holiday sale and the sponsor a family. We're going to do community posts. We're going to close out those projects as well. And then this is what we'll just keep building up to run that week. Week 2, we'll mimic it. We're going to be doing trigger posts the second and fourth week of the month. But again, you don't need to note that. Excuse me. Because you're just going to get it built up to look like this. Now, every month is going to have 5 weeks options, I believe, except February, because there's no chance that there are 5 weeks in February. But if the week kicks off like January 31st is the Monday, we're going to call that the 5th week of January, and then roll February the next week, just to give you a sense of that. So I'm going to show you how to do this in January. Excuse me. And then we'll look at kicking off the actual template. So to do that, first you would go here to create a new list, and that's how we got the January name. So January Week 5, if necessary, will only be on week 5. These 3 dots allow you to create insert a to-do, which would be like the MLK post is a to-do, or add a group. And the group are the headers that you can color code. So we're going to add a group. We're going to call it define the shift focus. And then we're going to turn it yellow. And we're going to add that group. You have to go here every time, add a group, ROI, and that one is pink. And you're going to want to make sure it's matching the colors up there. So it's this one. I guess it's red, not pink. Next one, add group, front desk Tumblr posts, blue, add group. I'm going to cough throughout this because I choked on something. Excuse me. Therapist posts and emails, brown, add group, add to do, one, whoops. So that's what your biggest thing is. You're going to accidentally click that. So just delete it. So let's just say we did that and we said one BMT email. And then we realized, we were like, oops, go here and you're going to delete it. Do not archive it. Anything you do is delete or trash if it's not right at the template level. We'll go here. We're going to add a group, one BMT team info. We're going to turn it green and then add group, admin needs, and we're going to turn it gray. This one is not gray, so if you forget to turn it, you can edit it by clicking on it. And then we're going to turn it gray. We can save it. And then up here, obviously, you can just get back to where you are. So week 3, week 4, week 5 is necessary. And this is going to allow us to work in what we need. So this is the framework. So when you get done with one, yours will just have 5 weeks that look just like this. You don't have to worry about filling anything else in. Ashley and I are going to be doing that on the back end. Again, you can see we've been starting in January 1 to see what we want to do. Your goal is to just get us it looking like this. So I'm going to start the February one because there's some changes that you're going to need to make in here. As you can see, we just have communication, which I spelled wrong, so we can fix that. Communication, roadmap, and L-Team weekly roadmap. You might be thinking, why can't we just copy the template? We can't. I have tried to get Basecamp to make this a feature. I even looked online to see if we could find a way to hack the HTML, and I have been unsuccessful. So this is like a little time-consuming thing that we invest now. It's going to net us a very big return on investment later. So we're going to go in, we're going to grab that calendar, and that just allows it to pop up quicker in the template name, so I can show you that too. February. If you spell something wrong, we can always fix it. BMT, come on fingers, monthly road map, and then you are going to put template because when we kick it off as a project, we'll rename it. I don't have anything that we need to go in there. Okay, you're going to set it up. Now, this is the other thing that you need to do. See how these always are going to default every time you do this? It's going to default to these 6 things, and this is their name. If you click on these 3 dots, it says change, rename tools. Message board becomes communication, and you can just click on it. And we're going to save changes there. To-dos becomes roadmap. We're going to save changes there. And we're not using docs and files. Turn it off. We're not using automatic check-ins. We're not using Campfire. We're using schedule, but we're renaming schedule L-Team weekly roadmap, and we're saving changes. Then this is the order we have it in. So when you click here, it will say, if we made it a little bigger, it would go out. Communication roadmap. So it's the same, but these are empty, right? So it doesn't show anything in it. This information automatically pulls from here. So again, don't worry about this saying anything when you're done. You're just working in the roadmap. So it's going to default to having you February. I think I'm spelling things wrong. February week 1 is going to be set up. And then again, You can cancel out of this because it's automatically going to ask you to do a to-do, and we're not. We're going to go to February week 1, and we're going to add a group. If you keep this open here, you can see what they are on a clean one, and you're just, again, mimicking this. Once you type it in the first time, it should automatically save. So you're just going in and doing, and when I say automatically save, you can't see my fingers, but I'm just typing F. Whoops. I'm going here, adding a group. I'm typing F, and it's bringing up front desk template. So I typed FR. It's auto-filling in, and then I'm just doing it that way. Okay, so I'm going to leave this like this so that you can keep building up February. Remember, February will have 4 weeks. Every other week should have 5, with the 5th one just saying if necessary. Okay, so let me get back to the email quickly, and we can talk about, where did I start this off of? Drafts. Nope. Sorry, Scar. Email drafts. Nope. And finally, last chance. Sorry, I had it up so neatly, then I must have closed it. Okay, so I went through the goal with you, the purpose. We've got the video how-to. You're gonna let me know if we knew that, and then I've got a the just naming convention template in here for you. I don't have a sense of how long this should take. I think you'll know when you get done with one, but the goal is to have this completed by Saturday so that we can keep doing this part on from now on out, so we get ahead of this. We're playing cleanup right now, so we're doing January through February, and then we're going to get ahead of it. Okay, so that is the plan. When you're done, if you go out of here, they will automatically save. We don't need to start a new project, but I'll just ask that you do, when you get one done, just check, go back to here and make sure it's showing up. The calendar allows us to kick it to the top of the list, so we can either use the exclamation point or we can use a combination. So you should see these start to fall in line. They probably won't be in specific order. Maybe they will be, but they should start showing here as you're creating them. So if you have any questions, let me know. Appreciate your help, and I will get this over to you in the email here. I'll put a little link on the how-to. All right, thanks, Scar.